and the top is missing. The opposition and all that lane switching. This is what the game is. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You and Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering anything. I just have to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable.
Two teams with the best records in the JSFL clash, and they happen to be divisional rivals on Week 11. We got a 1 p.m. game here for you today. The LA Earthquake at 9-1 comes to Seattle to fight the 8-2 Natives. LA can lock up the division this week with the win. Seattle trying to get back in the race for the division with the win here at home. This one, they're both already in the playoffs, but with the win here for Seattle, they could maybe get some home field advantage with seeing in Week 12 goes. The injury report for Seattle, Week 12 or Week 11, Joel Cummings comes back. Two returning next week, William Hexel and Mark Lisa. Sheldon Lee and Kendall Carls are out. Sheldon Lee back to wild card. Carls the championship. And Ronaldo Smith out for the season for LA. Terry Foster returns next week. Ross Williams, a new one, number 2 in the MVP race. He is out for the season. So a huge injury there. Caden Hollister and Will Lawson, the two linebackers, will be back for the wild card, and Esteban Andrade is out for the season. Offensively, the Natives are first and the Earthquake are third. Defensively, the Earthquake are fourth and the Natives are eighth. A big game here. We'll get you to your commentators as this Week 11 1 p.m. game will get set underway shortly.
Gold set to get us started. And into a single, we're underway in Kansas City. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team who wins.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the result of the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And this whole line is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it now, out of the gun. They'll have a first down, pass it through. He's at the 30, 20, 10. Kansas City touchdown. 71 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
Think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. That's a pretty good return here. He'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. Leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
This could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Throwing here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams, when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. Unless they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. Get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with 3rd and 2. Field strike. Here it's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Many things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding and coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Get ready! Run it now, out of the gun. Nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Carter, your thoughts on this D-line?
All the unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, they just do that all the way downfield. Ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Down. 66
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for LA. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It's a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
60 outlaw. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 8.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. He was there.
Blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Rolling to his right. And out of the run. He'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4.
Did a pretty good job there to get back when he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works.
He did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The field goal there counts what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. It's fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. there, 21 yards.
For any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. That'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Pass, that's complete. And he gets us inside the 35-yard line. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to let the run come because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and all been going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And then out of the gun. He gets stepped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Here, that's complete. That's good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Well, they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll look to throw. First down at the Chargers 19.
You put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Run it now, out of the gun. Take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. At 1-7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Touchdown. A great effort there. He's on the ground and through the air. The Chiefs were able to extend their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So then a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Bucker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. We put our attention now on the Chiefs' defense. And a big reason they've got the lead here in the first half. Some of these hits we're going to see here.
Almost like they're a group of superheroes, right? Something out of a comic book. Boom, pow, biff. They are really playing well and making things happen on their side of the ball.
Taking me back to my childhood a bit.
There you go. You had a collection, didn't you?
I did. The Charger drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. So we got 3 and 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
We saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. Moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA.
This offense is locked in right now.
They're having no trouble on this drive. There's a 3 plays, 3 first downs.
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Go to 18 Gator.
They'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Trying to quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the lead and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run on the ground. Break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
So much about offense is what you call hitting yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here limiting that and keeping it from a first down.
They stopped him in his tracks. Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on fourth down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. It's complete. He's going to have the first down at about the 38. We kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Check, 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 check.
And this time to the tailback. Down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Second and 5. You get a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on it, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
To throw to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. At first down, a 16-yard gain.
On third down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now as he gets to the first down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
Down. And over.
First down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's the second and 7. And it's incomplete.
Incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks miss 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball. He's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, like way better than it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They'll look to throw. Just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They're trying to run this one in. D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep. So maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches just say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Second and 2. Sack back.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. He may try to run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The decision to run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive. The only time they put it in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain it when he took off on that one.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
That's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
They have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try to make some plays in their backfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Skirts by him at the 35. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard run. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. In general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with it without weakening our overall defense? Exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 3. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Looking to throw. And it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well executed 22-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Touchdown. 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Nice job there as he gets this one on just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now here comes Kansas City. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially give me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, they just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. The throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Go ahead and punch it in, and we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They will get 4 yards here in the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. I watched film yesterday, and he told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are a little bit exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
To throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Ty Long now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll send this one into the Midwest from there, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look ahead of that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Back to throw. Quick throw here, that's complete. He is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
They lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about it, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well on the route tree, getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Taking it out of the backfield. Get this out to the 34-yard line. Good for 12 yards in the Kansas City first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to his own blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Carolina did that against Denver. They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Now goes a gain of 10 to Kansas City first down.
Protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
Probably good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He'll be down at the 46. Go from 146 to the other. Pick up of 8. Run it now out of the gun. Gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Run it now out of the gun. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means you probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pull it down. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about it taking the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Run. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 20 before he's down. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Red zone now. Get it inside the 10 to the 7. Good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the shotgun. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's got to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's that is caught. Touchdown. The Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Good sustained drive there this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Bunker on for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. And it winds up with a Chiefs hitting Pater. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. Is fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Set.
They'll give it here to his running back. There to be 2nd and 6. And despite the score, I don't like where they are. They're on the right and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On the set.
And give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pick up on 1st down.
But they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. They'll throw it.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They'll get 11, but still a little short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they go for it on fourth down. A second back right at the midfield stripe. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See, he didn't drive the bus here again on this drive. Now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Right here, that's good play. And he's going to be outbounds down around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chain.
Big pickup right there. So often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They've been worked out offensively. This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Taken in by his tight end. 7 yards. Up on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Well, he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs.
I understand the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. Yeah, a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You got yours. You got one of those 8 Lincoln there.
Yeah, and that stone pipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. Third time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Tucker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Butler to kick it away.